In a very short time, South Africa's Branden has established himself as one of the brightest young stars in the world of golf. The 25-year-old charged into the top 50 of the world rankings in 2012 thanks to his 4 tournament wins on the European Tour. Recently, he was in Australia for the ISPS Handa Perth International, and he sat down with Golfing World to talk about his success over the past couple of seasons.
It's been a quick session to get where I have so far the last 2 years. I would like to say my golf is very steady this year so far. Obviously I've not had the win, but I've had some good results. I've come close in losing in the playoff against Mickelson, but you really have to do something special to win out there. The competition's just got so strong over the last couple of years, and you really have to stand out and do something different and really be on top of your game to win. The players out here is a different class these days.
His 4 wins in 2012 and subsequent move onto the world golfing stage saw Branden achieve a lifetime ambition this year as he lined up for the internationals at Muirfield Village in the President's Cup. The USA proved to be the stronger team, but it's an experience Grace will never forget.
As an international player, that's as good as it gets. It's one of those, that is the biggest thing you can achieve being a professional, except winning a major. So it's great representing your country and the rest of the world in something like that. And it's kind of amazing how I think we were 5 different countries in the team. How all the guys will come together and really stand behind each other just to try to beat the Americans. But it was great. So that's honestly been the best week of my life so far, and the best week of my career. Now that's where I want to be in the next 2 years. When it comes to Korea, the President's Cup, I want to be part of the team and be part of something like that and maybe create history down there.
As he teed it up on the European Tour in Australia, he was focusing on the 2013 race to Dubai. Heading into Perth, he was in 7th place and looking at a big finish to try and make up ground on the runaway leader, the newly crowned FedEx Cup champion Henrik Stenson.
This is, for me, this was a big key of coming to Australia this week, really just to kick it off the last leg of the season, if I can put it that way. There's some big weeks coming up. I think we've got 4 of the biggest tournaments coming up on the season now in a row, and it's only 60 players in the majority of them, so your chances are a lot better than a normal event. So I think if you can tick one off, then the gap between Hendrik and the rest of us really just does narrow down a bit.
Thanks to his world ranking, 2013 saw Branden achieve another career first as he teed it up at all 4 of the season's majors. That included a debut appearance at Augusta National. After a poor start there, he managed a top 20 finish in his first Masters.
It's one of your childhood dreams. The week was everything and more than I thought it was going to be, and it's just one of those where you really have to get it going. It's kind of this golf course where there's so many things on the greens that can bite you, and if you just play for your target and things like that, you can get a run out there. So I was fortunate the last 3 days went my way.
Being inside the world's top 50 has meant more time playing in America, in World Golf Championships and other high-profile PGA Tour events. But although he's enjoyed the experience, he's not ready yet to play there on a full-time basis.
America is a long-term goal. At the moment, I've really just found my feet in Europe. Obviously with the 4 wins last year, everything came as not as a surprise, but everything just came as a big rush, if I can put it that way. So this year it was nice to go over to the States and compete there a bit, but it's very different out there. The golf course and everything is different. The crowds are different. So you really have to adapt to going out to the States and competing there. So I think for long term that is the plan. But for now, I'm really happy in Europe.